congratulate you on this evening.
Hold on, let me take my glasses
Yes.
off.
Yeah. And I want you to look in the camera and tell us, in your fingers, how much did this cost you all night?
That's Johnny's.
Yes, are you? Did you anticipate such having a good time?
Well, I had a feeling we were going to have a good time.
Yeah.
But I really didn't expect to have such a wonderful time that we're having tonight. This reminds me of my nephew Johnny's wedding. You know, I have a nephew named Johnny Boy.
Yeah, yeah.
And we had a fabulous time at his wedding.
Okay.
And this seems to be like a carbon copy of
our continuation, right?
Right, a carbon copy of Johnny's wedding. Johnny Francis, that is, who married Linda, you know.
Right. But tonight's been outstanding with Albee and Maureen.
Albee and Maureen.
Do you have anything you want to say to them? From your own experience?
Well, I would tell them to take it easy having children.
Right.
You know, have a few and just treat the kids with respect, and they'll be respectful to you as they grow older.
That's very nice.
I believe in that. You have to respect your children as they're growing up.
Right.
As they're, you know, from 1 year old.
You read the Spock book, right? You read the book on the...
No, not really. Not really. This is from my own experience.
Okay.
My own experience.
Okay. Well, that's very nice.
Am I on camera?
Yes, you're on camera.
Oh, I see that little red light there.
I see a cigar in your mouth.
Wait a minute, I see that little red light there. Wait a minute. Hold on.
Well, that's very nice of you.
Well, anyway, this wedding reminds me of my nephew Johnny Boy.
That's very nice.
Francis with Linda.
That's very nice.
And it seems like it's a carbon copy, you know, and we're having a great time. I had a wonderful time at my nephew Johnny Boy's wedding, and now I'm having a wonderful time here. As a matter of fact, I'm going to get up now and I'm going out and dance a little bit.
Well, thank you for this.
As a matter of fact, I think I'll dance with you, John.
Thank you. We'll go over to Grandma here. Grandma.
We're not
Grandma, you look so lovely.
Thank you.
We have to show you on camera. You look very nice.
Thank you very much.
Are you enjoying yourself?
I really enjoyed myself.
And you had such a fine day.
I had a wonderful time.
What do you remember the most about today?
Remember
the church?
The church was wonderful. Everything was wonderful. I danced with my grandson and my granddaughter.
Oh, that's beautiful.
That's beautiful.
And the day is as beautiful as you.
You could say that again. We had a wonderful time, a good wedding. I really enjoyed myself. I wish both of them, I wish all the luck in the world.
Beautiful. Do you have anything to say to Albee and Maureen?
Huh?
Albee and Maureen.
I wish all the luck in the world, both of them. They deserve it. They well respect those kids.
That's beautiful.
That's
okay.
It. And God bless them.
Thank you. Thank you.
Both of them.
Thank you. We'll say hello to we'll say hello to we'll say hello here to get over here. This is Sylvia and Tony Giella. They're from Florida, and they're here very specially to keep us all in the family. And I would like to get some comment from first Tony, and then we go to Sylvia. The people from Florida are here, and we would like a word from Tony first.
I'll be very honest with you. My name is Irving.
Irving!
I feel very embarrassed.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I was supposed to come to the Lipship's wedding, and somebody brought me here.
Oh my God! What a disaster! But I know Sylvia was invited.
Where? I didn't even hear you.
We were invited
here. You know, they came up by plane.
Right.
And they have something to bring to us from Florida. What is it?
Oranges.
Oranges. These two are our favorites in the family.
I was only kidding.
And what do you have to say to Albee and Maureen, the occasion?
I wish them all the luck in the world, and I hope that when they get back from their honeymoon, they'll be as happy as could be.
That's very nice. In your experiences, what would you tell? What experiences would you give them on their honeymoon? It's a laugh. No, we can't say that. Okay. Words to express your happiness today.
The most beautiful wedding.
You ever? The most beautiful wedding.
Very,
That's very nice. That's from Connie.
That's beautiful.
We'll go on. Bella, how would you classify this wedding in your own, with your own experience?
Beautiful.
Beautiful.
Absolutely beautiful. The band
And what would you
is
recommend to the
fabulous.
bride and groom? What were words of wisdom?
Well, to never to be stubborn,
Never be stubborn.
give in to each other on occasion,
Right.
don't stick to your own thoughts.
Right. And to love.
50-50.
Right.
Gotta
That's
be.
beautiful. That's beautiful.
Gotta be that
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes?
Go ahead.
What advice would you give the newlyweds?
Don't get married.
Don't get married? Nothing like, not even a happy thought?
No.
Oh my God.
After 36 years, no.
Artie, what advice would you give to the newlyweds?
You want me to give advice to the newlyweds? That's a tough question. I don't know. I wouldn't know how to handle it. I really don't. I couldn't handle that.
You did handle it with your wife for 25 years.
No, I don't know that I handled it. Maybe that's why I can't give any advice. I'm not too sure. His birthday.
His birthday is today, and he's going to give some words of wisdom to the bride and groom. What would you want to give him? What would you want to... You're on camera, Tony.
What can I say? I wish him a lot of luck.
Yeah?
Right.
And what else?
And I'm very happy to be here.
Yes?
And I got a cigar from the bridegroom's
that's
father. I mean,
very
that's
nice.
like gold.
That's beautiful.
Really. Unbelievable.
That's Tony.
It's the first cigar he's ever given me. The entire time he's married to his family.
Okay.
But you want to put a cigar today?
Okay. I want to know what advice would you give to the newlyweds? Your experience.
What can I say?
What advice would you give him?
Be true to your husband or he'll be false to you.
Oh, my God. And what would you say?
About what? About what?
What advice would you give the newlyweds?
Be nice to each other.
Be honest with each
Be nice.
other. And Linda, what advice would you give to the newlyweds?
Tolerate each other. Just have a good time.
We've been getting a lot of advice on camera here about marriage, and we want to know from you what you would give yourself as advice. First, Maureen, what would you give Albie as advice? How would you want him to treat you?
It's like a trick question.
That's a good question. One question apiece.
Trick question.
I know he's gonna treat me like he has the past 6 years, which is really good, and I love him very much.
Okay.
I have to be serious because I love him, and this is my wedding day.
And Albie, how would you want Maureen to treat you?
Like a king.
Like a king?
Because I am the king.
You are a king.
I'm the king.
Okay.
Well,
Very
Maureen, I expect her to treat me.
From your heart.
I expect her to treat me as I will treat her. As two human beings.
We have very little film on the camera. Can we get both of you to seal this with the kiss?
Sure.
One for advice about marriage. What would you give your brother advice?
Oh.
What advice would you give him?
My advice about marriage is
Talking to the mic.
the most important aspect about marriage is the state of wanting to bring up a family. That's the only reason that I can think of
Family.
to be together with another person through the matrimony state. Raising a family, bringing up children.
Right.
There's no other reason.
Right. And what does that take?
Oh, that takes a lot of hard work, a lot of dedication, a lot of love and understanding to keep the unity of the family together, to be very prosperous. And the whole idea is if you're as one, in a family, if you work together, you will prosper to no limitations.
Family is important to you.
Family is the
important.
whole.
That is beautiful,
The
Frank.
basic, the basic, I said,
Beautiful.
the basic core of matrimony. That's
Beautiful.
it.
Okay, excellent. Everyone, what advice would you give your brother about marriage? I know you're not married, but you have something in your heart you want to say to him. What would you want to say to him?
Try it after your divorce.
Try it after your divorce. But is there anything really you want to say to him and Maureen?
Oh, you talking about Albee and Maureen?
Yeah.
Well, they've been going out a while, you know. I think they'll make a good couple and they'll last
Will
a
you
while.
take them on your boat and show
Sure,
them around?
I'll take them on my boat. I'll throw them off my boat.
Okay, but
Whatever
that's
they
it.
like.
And then someday when you're married, you expect the
I
same
expect
thing
them to throw me off my boat, like
Okay.
their boat.
Okay. Good deal, Mark.
All right, Uncle
Good.
John.
It's nice talking.
All right, John.
Okay.
Hello.
We're going to ask you something very personal, and we know you from your heart. What advice would you give your brother Albie about marriage?
I don't know.
What do you think? What do you think marriage is all about?
Love,
Love? Yeah.
happiness,
Happiness?
and I think he should always stay happy with Maureen.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Thank you.
Thank you. Hi, Angela. We're asking everyone here, what advice would you give the newlyweds?
What advice?
What advice would you about marriage? What should they be concerned with?
I don't know. I don't plan on getting married.
I know, but what would you want to give your brother? What would you say to your brother from your heart?
That I love him very much.
And Maureen?
And no matter what, he's always my boss, so I have to love him, you know.
But what would you say to Maureen?
I'm glad Maureen's my new sister-in-law.
New sister.
Yeah. She's great.
And what would you say from the bottom of your heart what you want them to be to you?
Nice.
Nice?
And they're already nice to me.
So you're very happy for them?
Yeah, I'm happy for them. I'm happy with them. There's nothing I can ask because it's perfect.
Okay, beautiful.
I'm just lonely here tonight.
Oh, that's all right. Your boyfriend's away, but he'll come back. And one day we'll be talking about you at your wedding.
No, don't arrest me, please. Thanks, Uncle John. Bye.
We're asking advice from everyone about what we should give the newlyweds. From the bottom of your heart, what would you say marriage is all about?
Love, mostly love. And also to care for one another and take care of one another.
As a mother and as a mother-in-law, what would you personally want from them? And what would you want to give them?
I just want them to be happy and that's it. And to get along and just to be happy.
Are you happy?
I couldn't ask for anything better. I have wonderful children, a wonderful husband, wonderful brothers and sisters, and a wonderful mother.
So, in one word, would you say love is a word?
That's it, love. Sums it all up.
It's not cigar, is it?
Just love.
Okay, we got it from the mother of the groom. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Now, we're running out of film. What advice would you give the bride and groom?
I
You were
already-
just married just a few years.
I already
would you
told
say?
them on the other camera. I told them never to go to bed mad at each other. Always make up before you go to bed. Never be mad at each other.
That is the advice.
Yes.
Okay, so, and is there any other small thing that you might want to say to them from the bottom of your heart? Nothing? Is it just the bed and not getting bed?
Well, it's making up before you go to bed. You know, I mean, that's something really, when you have a big fight, it's something that's really hard. You know, it's not easy going back into the same bed when you've had a really big fight. But if you make up, it's just
Is it an adjustment?
so much more.
You're talking about adjustments.
Yeah, with adjusting with each other. You know, just.
That's Rita Filacetta, and she's talking about adjustments. Thank you very much.
Adjustments.
camera. Possibly we might have a new affair here coming up next year, right?
That's right.
Close? Close? Am I close?
May 29th, 1988.
Okay. We want to know from both of you, what advice would you give Maureen and Albie as far as wedding, as far as their own, idea about marriage? How should they handle it?
They should have patience with one another. Patience. Plenty of patience.
Well, I can't tell anybody because I've never been married.
I know, but what would you want from Michael as a husband?
Faith and understanding.
Faith, and she's made some very strong statements.
That's right.
She wants faith. Would you give her faith and understanding?
Yeah.
Definitely, right? And
Sure, on the weekends.
What would you want in return?
What would I want in return? A dinner on the table every night. My slippers when I come in the front door. What else do I want?
There's a 4-letter word that is very important.
Yeah.
It's a 4-letter word.
L-O-V-E. Love.
Now, would you do something for us? Would you give us a seal of kiss of approval that we can anticipate
If
next
she would
year?
let me, I would be more than happy to do that.
I'm sure she would.
We've been going out now for a couple of years and we haven't kissed once yet, and this is getting really ridiculous.
Okay.
Now we gotta look.
So what date is that, Mike?
May 29th.
May 29th. You heard it from here.
1988.
Oh my! I'm waiting.
Don't ask us where, because we don't know yet.
To that. I'm looking forward to that. And we're glad to have you in the family. We are so happy. Okay. And Mike.
Thanks, Uncle John.